Hey guys, hello, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. I just want to share some things that I have been learning recently and just want to share because I'm sure that you will benefit from it. So watch this video to till the very end and let me know in the comment what is something that you have learned or whether you have been in the same journey at some point in your life or you are recently, and how have you been navigating that? How have you been moving towards it? Yeah, because this channel is all about creating a place where we can inspire each other, where we can learn from each other. So that's why I'm making these videos. Yeah, so first update that I want to share is that starting next week, I will be starting my studying video sessions with me again. Yay! So yeah, I'm just getting all things together, and we're gonna be doing consistently studying on YouTube again with you guys. So I'm very, very excited. Okay, so something that I want to share with you. I'm just gonna go ahead, and this video is no editing, nothing. You will just find it the way I'm just recording it right now. Recently I've been learning about, I think in the last video I talked about self-love and how self-love is leading towards being your authentic self. And when you're authentic, you're not afraid of what others says, or you're not afraid of like judgments, right? Because you have established a core foundation for yourself. So this video, I want to talk about how to trust yourself, right? So this is very interesting because you might ask, like, why should we trust ourselves? Or I don't know what other question you guys may have, but I've been, lately a lot trying to like listen to myself, like what is it that I really want, for example, in my life, in relationships that I have with everyone, with myself, with my parents, with other friends, everyone, right? And what are my true values, for example, and how can I trust that those are the answers that I'm seeking for, right? Because a lot of the time we're just full of doubts inside our head, and a lot of the time I used to, right? So please let me know in the comment if that's how you guys are experiencing or had that experience as well, that I was always going or moving forward with other people's opinion, right? So whenever I was making a decision, I was hearing what they had to say, and then I was making that decision based on what they had to say and move forward. Or when I had the social media account, like a lot of things were very emotional, right? It was like reaction, every decision that I was making, rather than it's coming from my own heart, it's coming from my own understanding of that situation that my decision is driven from, right? So lately I have been really tapping into that, I guess we can call it intuition, and also logical understanding of things as well. It depends on the circumstances, to trust myself, trust my decisions. And I have realized, oh boy, it's like very extremely hard, because we're really wired, like inside our brain, to keep listening to what everyone have to say and react based on that and judge ourselves based on that, yet and even establish an identity based on that, right? So a clear example that I can tell you, for example, is I've been, I guess, debating a lot if I should apply for law school or not, or if I want to be a lawyer or not, right? Like some part of me is like, yeah, and then I had to like listen to what everyone else had to say about law school and where I should go, and if I should be a lawyer or not. Like there's always opinions from every single person that we meet, and then instead of like me trusting that, hey, this is my career, for example, and this is this decision that I will be making and I will be studying or everything, right? And I was basically taking on everyone's opinion, and I was confusing myself even more, because I wasn't sure if that is what I wanted. But because when you hear what everyone had to say, then you think that is sounds cool, that's logical, because we think people knows more about you, as knows more what's best for you than you know about yourself, right? Yeah, so I feel like I've been struggling a lot with that. And yeah, finally I made my own decision because I sat with myself and I was doing meditation on that and thinking what is really best for me, like why I wanted this. I want to apply for law school, for example, this year or next year or never, or right. So I think a lot of it goes back to understanding yourself and having awareness of what you want to do and how the career or the work that you want to do has or could have a ripple effect on other people. Because I genuinely believe everything that we do, like even on our private life, it at least it will include one or two or three person, and those three person is engaged with someone else outside of that, right? So it's always like a cycling, right? Like, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So in some ways we are all connected, to think of it on a bigger picture. Yeah, so I think, yeah, I just want to share that, like, you trust yourself, you guys. You know, you trust your intuition. And I don't know, I guess, like, I don't know how to tell you to trust your intuition, or how to find your intuition voice, because it may be different for different people, and I'm not sure how to explain that, at least for right now. But there's a voice inside you, and a lot of the time that voice is hidden because we have been crowded by the noise in the society, by the noise outside. You know, like, we often keep ourselves so busy, or our mind so busy, that we have literally no time, right? So of course that inner voice that is inside you, it's like, it's killed, you know, it's quietened. But what we can do to wake that voice inside you is to, like, take some time off, usually like at least maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Just sit in silence, like, just observe your thoughts, ask yourself a question, see what comes up. Usually intuition, I would say, comes from the heart, and I know a lot of people would argue that we have to make logical decisions because we're very, like, scientific, logical, and especially in modern day, I guess, I think intuition is translated as feeling, right? But I think intuition is like something deep knowing that you can't calculate, I guess, or you can't explain it, but you know that is right for you. Not everything is logical. And even, how, so I'm a poli-sci student, political science. A lot of the time we say politicians are very rational. I bet that they're not. They're very irrational, and all of them are acting based on a reaction. It's not a response. So it's emotional. How is that rational now, right? So a lot of the time we say, like, yeah, intuition is just an irrational maybe feeling. That's why don't trust your feeling. But we are always acting based on feelings. We're not even aware of it. And then we label it under logical, right? So that means that there should be a combination of both, right? Logical, it gives you a step process to understanding, I guess, yourself, your identity, right? Like, the logical way of knowing yourself, I guess it would be asking question. And logical would be like using a lot of psychological method that helps, like journaling helps, right? Because it calms the mind. Or yoga, for example, on a physical level, it helps you to ground yourself. Those are very logical because it has a lot of scientific studies behind it. But sometimes you can't know intuition, you can't calculate it, but you can trust it. You can trust it. So what I'm trying to say is that the key point in this video is, please take a moment in your day, just 5 minutes, 2 minutes, keep it in silence. Like, try to visualize or imagine, or just, if you don't like those kind of things, maybe just tell yourself, look yourself in the eye, in the mirror. I always do that. It's called mirror therapy or mirror meditation. I don't know. It's really beneficial. So you want to ask yourself those questions and think about those questions. See how you respond. See how you think about it. And then observe your thoughts around it. And then you can write notes, or you can just let it be like that. So this is a perfect way of trying to reduce anxiety and to some degree depression as well. But you have to do it consistently, right? So you can't just say, like, do it once, be like, I don't see any changes, you know? Of course you will never see changes. It's like me, for example, if I go to the gym for one day and I'll be like, okay, I want abs, I want to like big muscles. Of course I can't just have a big muscles in one day. It has to be months and months of training. Like for me to do pull-ups, I can do pull-ups. To do pull-ups, I remember the first time when I was trying to, oh boy, I couldn't do it for like months, you know? So it took a process, it took a lot of time for me to get to the step where I could do 10 pull-ups. So everything is, it's about time and patience, and that is something I'm learning, that changes takes time. But you have to be really patient with it. But what is really important for us to know is that we, a lot of the time, we let fear to get into us, and we can't allow that, or we can't embrace the changes to come into our life because we are too scared to move from the past version or self or understanding or experiences that we associate ourselves with, right? So I think nowadays how we live is like one step forward, two step backward, one step forward, two step backward. So instead of we improving, we literally every day we'll keep moving backward. We're not growing at all. But the whole concept of, you know, if you say like past, present, future, it's just meant like you have to keep growing. You have to keep developing and improving, not getting stuck in the same, you know, in the same experience or in the same, I guess, zone, I could say, which is a lot of the time the past, because we so associate ourselves with the past. But that I don't mean that if you have like past experiences and trauma, things that triggers you and it's bad, that you should deny it. No, you should heal it, you should process it. And then when you're living in the present, just be the present. I think I really try to like practice and remind myself every single day to be in the present, be in the present. Forget about the past, forget about the future, just be in the moment. So I try to live my day only in that day, thinking as if I may not have another tomorrow. Same thing with the past. I'm not associating myself with the past, because I am fully enjoying today. And with, you know, a lot, I used to think this as well, like, if I'm in the present and if I don't think about the future, like, does that mean that I should not have goals? And I was like, no, that means I have goals, you know, and then structure your day-to-day based on those goals as you move forward. And those goals could be 1 year from now, 10 months from now, 1 week from now, right? Like schedule it or plan it and then move forward. But what we do, that used to be me too, and still is we're so obsessed with future. You know how we are always like, oh, in the future I want to be this person, in the future I want to do this, oh, tomorrow I'm gonna do this, you know, like we literally forget that we are living, you know. I used to I used to think like that before, that, oh, once I become so established, once I become a lawyer, for example, I have a house and I have a family, that is when I will be living. But how far is that, 10 and 15 years from now? So, you know, the truth is you're living right now. We are all living right now. Every single day is your life experiences that moving, right? Moving, which becomes past. It is past. You know, we look at it, it is past because we have lived it. And the present is what you are living. You're in the process, which means like you can consciously choose what to do, what not to do. And the future is something to look forward. But a lot of the time, we forget present, we're in the past or future. You know, past is depression, future is anxiety. Yeah. So yeah, I guess the key point is to try to really enjoy the present moment, because you guys all deserve happiness. And happiness is not really associated with a lot of things. It's just associated with you. You can just be happy to having nothing. I know some of you might say it's easy to say for you, but trust me, I have had a lot of experiences, a lot of, I guess, difficult life that you don't know. And I don't know what you guys are going through, so I'm not experiencing my experiences with you guys because it's always different, it's always painful on the different levels. But the truth is, you're the only person who will hold you back. Yeah, let me look you in that. You will be the only person who will hold you back. Because the truth is, no one cares whether you succeed or not. If you succeed, you will receive, of course, more love, more appreciation from people, and the change that you will bring in your own life and other people's life is what I guess brings a lot of hope in the world, brings a lot of satisfaction in your own personal life, because you will enjoy it, right? Because you're part of the bigger change. But of course, change always happens first within you. You change yourself and then you change the world. And I think 100% it's an illusion. I used to, like when I was writing essays for school, entries, I was like, my dream is to change the world. Now looking back, I just laugh at that. Because how can I change the world if I can't even change one single habit of my own? That's simple, right? So you change yourself first and then change the world. You are your own world. You are the world. So start with something small that you want to change. Don't overwhelm yourself. It says 21 days to change a habit. Be patient, plan around it, motivate yourself. Ask why. Why are you doing this? Why are you studying? Why are you not studying, I guess? Why? My professor always calls 3 why. If you says why and then you get an answer to that why, and then ask another why to that answer, and then another why to that answer. So 3 why and then 3 response. That's how you will get like an in-depth, I guess, analysis or understanding of your answer or questions or anything that you want to have an answer to it. But be the person who believes in you. And I think no one truly believes in you as much as you can believe in yourself. You are the only person who could believe in you the most. For real. Not your partner, not your family. Maybe they believe in you, but it cannot be as in-depth as you could believe in yourself. So be bold, be confident, believe in yourself, and start flying in the world and shine, okay? Don't be shy from showing your success to the world. I feel like that is something that I have always dealt with. Like, I didn't want to share my success. I didn't want to share, my accomplishments with the world, because I thought maybe I just don't deserve to be noticed, or maybe I was afraid that I will make other people feel bad, or so many other things, But screw them, screw the world. You be your own person. Yeah, it's actually so fun to like be yourself and live your life. I feel like I've never been this happy in my entire life. Not I'm saying right now. Of course, I'm happy right now too. But like internally, I've never been this much at peace. Because at the end of the day, no one and nothing can bring me happiness. Because I would be choosing whether to be happy or not. Even if I have 10 million people behind me, if I choose not to be happy, then I can't be happy. So you choose you choose your life. That is not selfishness. That is actually you're doing the world a favor right now. I think a lot of the time we say when you choose yourself, when you love yourself, you are a narcissist, and then that brings or creates a lot of fear in us, that we are so scared to think about it or move forward or act on it, because we don't want to be selfish, or we don't want someone to call us selfish. And the truth is, if they want to call you selfish, a lot of it is projection. I really believe in that. If someone says something negative about you, that means like they treat and believe that they are that person. So if you are someone like that always shares negativity to other people, then maybe you could just ask yourself that question as well. Like, is this how I treat myself? And that is maybe why I see other people as that. It's like we're mirroring without we knowing. So try to, if you want to really do something good to the world, start changing your own mindset around something. Start small and be kind and positive to yourself and love yourself. I know I went over time again. Once I start talking, I just feel like I can't end it because I get into this. All right, I love you all so much. Please leave in the comment. I really want to read your videos or comments. Enjoy it and enjoy this video. It's not edited. I just talked about it. And I'll see you in the next video. Also, if there's a topic you guys want me to talk about, let me know. Love you all.